Reed, what up, buddy? You want to work your team? I'll let you. Shout out to the Lost Boys. Y'all stay intact, all right? Peace right here in the building.
REED-BBS. BBS. Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois defeats Anthony Joshua. He defeats Joshua, the odds, the experts, and the referee. And he did it by a 5th round KO. Are you not entertained? I was entertained. I was wrong. I was way wrong, in fact. But I was also entertained. I said and predicted Joshua in 4 or less. And Dubois, he got Joshua out of there, man. He got him the fuck out of there in the 5th. Ben Davidson factor, huh? That's what I told myself anyway. Dubois versus Joshua. Dubois entered the ring first, despite being the defending champion. And he never looked more confident than I've never seen him more confident than he looked walking to the ring to face Joshua. And the sparring familiarity, no doubt, played a part in that. In hindsight, of course. The sparring. It made the actual fight somewhat of a movie, if you will, like a flick, a movie script that Dubois had seen or read previously. It's like he's seen this script. I've seen this movie before. He turned a channel, it's a movie on he's seen before. And just like you fast forward to the good part of a movie that you've seen before, Dubois, he fought with similar urgency. He was trying to fast forward to the good part of AJ, and he jumped on him immediately as soon as the fucking fight started. This AJ script, this flick that he had first read back when he was 17, when he heard him back then in sparring, he was trying to fast forward to that. Dubois was, with 96,000 asses packing Wembley Stadium in England. A Wembley record from what they were saying all fucking telecast, all during the pay-per-view telecast. Dubois, he established his jab like seconds into round 1. Like he immediately established his jab like the way Crawford did against Spence. Like right away established that jab. He got Joshua's attention with a right hand seconds after that. He was them head-snapping ass jabs. He was banging Joshua away just with the jabs. The ref, though, Marcus McDonald, I believe was his name, the ref. He, first head warning, he gave Dubois a warning about head usage at like the halfway mark of the very first round. He didn't say anything. Like the first time he sees the heads, he immediately halted the action and was admonishing Dubois right out the gate. Gave him a second warning at like the 30-second mark remaining in the very first fucking round. But with that, a long right hand bounced off Joshua's jaw, dropped him to his knees and his hands near the ropes. And the ref then gave Joshua a few extra seconds, which enabled him to finish the round without getting touched again before the bell rang. There was still enough time left for Dubois to maybe try to jump on Joshua one last little bit before the bell rang, but the ref wasn't having it. He wasn't having it. Dubois, virtually every punch he landed flush hurt Joshua in some way, compromised him, had him teetering, about the ring and shit. He was clinging and holding desperately, like Dubois was his love interest and shit. And never once was he admonished. Joshua wasn't for holding. He held a lot. And early in the fight, he held a lot every round and was never admonished for it. So it was quite clear who the ref was there to do the work in favor of. Kind of like some Kenny Weeks doing a Floyd fight type of vibe. Like it was in the bag for Joshua in that way, and the ref was doing his part. Nonetheless, ramrod-ass jabs was snapping his head, neck back from Dubois. Then it was double jabs, as if the singular jabs wasn't bad enough. Double jabs and shit. A left hand caught Joshua pulling back and wobbled him almost like he looked like he rolled his ankle and shit, pulling back when he got caught. And he slowly slumped to the canvas for the second knockdown of the 3 rounds to that point. He was down again to start the 4th, even though that looked more like a slip. But once he rose from the 4th knockdown, or 3rd knockdown, Joshua looked ringside. He pounded his chest, and his upper body was willing. Like his upper body was down, but his legs were failing him. His mind was telling him no, but his legs, Joshua's legs, was telling him yes. Yes, motherfucker, you're hurt. Yes, motherfucker, you're hurt. Then the ref gave some weird low blow warning, which gave Joshua recovery time after that. But Dubois jumped right back on him. Joshua did finish the 4th round better than he started it, for what that's worth. And in the 5th, he hurt Dubois with a right hand. He forced Dubois to retreat, really for the first time in the fight. But then a double right hand, it finished a greedy, anxious, and admittedly a survival mode Joshua. That's how he put it. He was in survival mode. He got greedy, and he ate the first right hand from Dubois. He kind of paused. Then he launched a ill-advised lead right uppercut, which he paid dearly for, mightily for. Got drilled with the second right hand. Timber! That was Joshua's best moment, best landed punch all night, all fight, only to get stretched seconds later. I mean, yeah, Andy Ruiz stopped Joshua. He stopped him also, but Dubois 10 counted that ass. There's a difference. There's a difference. Ain't nobody ever done Joshua quite like that. He's never not finished a fight on his feet before. And here he was, face down, ass up versus Dubois. Like, that was shocking to watch. And in the end, Dubois, he relished punching exchanges with AJ. He never shied away nor shunned him. He punched when AJ punched. And he was winning an overwhelming majority of the punching exchanges in overwhelming fashion. Yeah, he whooped that ass, man. He fucked Joshua up. But already, we're hearing now people suggesting, he needs to retire. That's it for Joshua. Man, fuck no. I would still watch Joshua versus Deontay Wilder 8 losses later between them. That fight still has to happen. I still watch it, and so would you. So miss me with all this Joshua retirement shit. Hell, Joshua still needs to fight Fury in the UK. That fight absolutely has to happen, no matter where either man is in their career. I don't care if Fury loses again to Usyk. Him and Joshua still need to fight, eventually. Joshua is who he is, say what you will. That motherfucker has moved the heavyweight needle. Moved the heavyweight needle during his tenure. He has. He's made some excellent and some lucrative events. And you can't speak of British boxing proper. You can't mention it without speaking of Anthony Joshua. You can't. As painful as that is for some of y'all to digest, he's a part of the fabric of British boxing culture. He just is. Now, per Eddie Hearn, Joshua has a rematch clause. He exercised them when he lost to Ruiz and Usyk. And you got to respect Joshua for being willing to jump right back in with his conquerors immediately. But after what we witnessed, I think Dubois, I think he's simply wrong for Joshua. All wrong for him. A bad style matchup. Hell, he's been whooping your ass since he was 17, bruh. Leave that man alone. You can't beat him, okay? Can't beat Usyk. Can't beat Dubois. Fight somebody else. If not a rematch with Joshua or the winner of Usyk Fury 2, I would like to see Dubois back in there with Slow Joe Joyce. Call me crazy. I'd like to see that again. Joyce just had a draw with Chisora, so he's still kind of treading water. At least he ain't got knocked out again. So this would be a good time if Dubois can't get any better fights. I wouldn't mind seeing Joe Joyce Part 2 just to right that wrong, so to speak. But enjoy your victory lap, Daniel Dubois. You've earned it, bruh. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.